Judges chapter 10, verse 1. After Abimelech died, Tola, son of Puah, son of Dodo, was the next person to rescue Israel. He was from the tribe of Issachar, but lived in the town of Shimir, in the hill country of Ephraim. Verse 2. He judged Israel for 23 years. When he died, he was buried in Shimir. Verse 3. After Tola died, Jael from Gilead judged Israel for 22 years. Verse 4. His 30 sons rode around on 30 donkeys, and they owned 30 towns in the land of Gilead, which are still called the towns of Jael. Verse 5. When Jael died, he was buried in Carmel. Verse 6. Again, the Israelites did evil in the Lord's sight. They served the images of Baal and Ashtaroth, and the gods of Aram, Sidon, Moab, Ammon, and Philistia. They abandoned the Lord and no longer served him at all. Verse 7. So the Lord burned with anger against Israel, and he returned them over to the Philistines and the Ammonites. Verse 8. Who began to oppress them that year. For 18 years they oppressed all the Israelites east of the Jordan River, in the land of the Amorites, that is in Gilead. Verse 9. The Ammonites also crossed to the west side of the Jordan and attacked Judah, Benjamin, and Ephraim. The Israelites were in great distress. Verse 10. Finally, they cried out to the Lord for help, saying, We have sinned against you because we have abandoned you as our God and have served the images of Baal. Verse 11. The Lord replied, Did I not rescue you from the Egyptians, the Amorites, the Ammonites, and the Philistines? Verse 12. The Sidonians, the Amalekites, and the Ammonites. When they oppressed you, you cried out to me for help, and I rescued you. Verse 13. Yet you have abandoned me and served other gods, so I will not rescue you anymore. Verse 14. Go and cry to the gods you have chosen. Let them rescue you in your hour of distress. Verse 15. But the Israelites pleaded with the Lord and said, We have sinned. Punish us as you see fit. Only rescue us today from our enemies. Verse 16. Then the Israelites put aside their foreign gods and served the Lord, and he was grieved by their misery. Verse 17. At that time the armies of Ammon had gathered for war and were camped in Gilead, and the people of Israel assembled and camped at Mizpah. Verse 18. The leaders of Gilead said to each other, Whoever attacked the Ammonites first will become ruler over all the people of Gilead. Amen.